It is that time of year. We want to make sure people are staying safe as we ring in the New York State Police prepping to step up enforcement over the New Year holiday weekend.
Yeah, state troopers are preparing for highway enforcement. And this morning, we're joined by Sergeant Christine Jeltema with Connecticut State Police with more on exactly how they're doing that. Christine, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course, as always, you know, we like to talk about this because we do typically see around the holidays, especially things like New Year's Eve, there's a lot of people out on the roads and we want to make sure that everyone is safe. So let's talk about some of the extra enforcements that you will be having out on the roadways.
Yes, so starting tonight, or actually even last night, we had extra roving patrols out in our patrol areas, specifically looking for reckless drivers, anybody driving under the influence or operating under the influence. Starting tonight, we have a DUI checkpoint in the Troop I area in Hamden, and then tomorrow night, starting at 6 p.m., we have another DUI checkpoint with Troop A in the Danbury area.
Christine, I think some of the frustrations for folks at home, we've heard them from you before as well, that so many of the crashes that we see are preventable. You know, a lot of young people will be out on the roads as well. Any advice for parents talking to their kids as they go out to celebrate?
Yes. So what we really encourage is for parents to talk to their kids about staying off their phones and not driving distracted, being mindful of their surroundings. If there's a lot of individuals in the car and they're talking and having a good time, that could still be a distraction. So staying focused and staying mindful while driving on the roadways is very huge.
Now, something that we have seen as an increasing problem, Sergeant Jeltema, over the last year has been wrong way drivers. We know that at least 3 wrong way drivers were reported on New Year's Eve alone last year. Let's talk about some of the signs and some tips for people on the roads if they do end up encountering what is to be a wrong way driver on the highway.
So what we know about wrong way drivers is they tend to use the left lane thinking that it's the right lane. And typically wrong way drivers happen in the middle of the night. So from 11 p.m. to around 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning is when a lot of these wrong way drivers occur. So if you're going to be out driving in those during those time frames, is to utilize the right lane. Again, wrong way drivers assume that left lane there is the right lane for them. So staying over to the right lane and being mindful of your surroundings. If you see anything that could potentially look like a wrong way driver, is to move over as safe as possible, get out of the way of that vehicle and call 911 immediately.
Also want to give our state police good space on the road if they are handling a situation. A reminder to kind of steer clear of that as well. I think, you know, we are telling people to put their phones down while they're in the car, but before you do, this is powerful. Your phone is powerful, Christine. When it comes to things like rideshare, there are easy solutions out there to avoid tragedy.
Yes, rideshare programs, even taxi cabs, and getting a designated driver, having a plan in place prior to going out, especially if you're going to be consuming alcohol.
Absolutely. Great tips right there. And like she said, there are going to be increased roving patrols. They do have 2 DUI checkpoints. This is all in an effort to make sure that everyone stays safe and is able to make it to the new year.
Sergeant Christine Jeltema with Connecticut State Police. We know you are so busy this time of year. Thank you for starting your day with us.
Thank you.